All right. Hello, Knockouts. Tanya TKO here. And I am a self-love specialist from TanyaTKO.com. I help you learn how to love yourselves and one another. On this channel, we use viral video topics as teachable moments for what self-loving or self-abusing looks like in our own lives. And we are in the midst of this enormous boondoggle. Oh my goodness, Derrick Street Meat Jaxn has been out there on the prowl, and now women have come forward from all corners to talk about this man and his antics in the bedroom and stuff like that. Things that no person should know about somebody's husband. My goodness. And one of the things that I'd like for us to do is I'd like for us to take with a grain of salt that what we're about to hear is alleged. We do not know whether or not this is confirmed. We have not confirmed it with our own eyes. Tasha K, who is a vlogger on YouTube, broke the story, and the person's identity is hidden. We're going to listen to the audio. You can kind of be a judge for yourself about how you feel about the testimony that you're hearing. But hey, everybody, we're getting ready. We're getting ready to listen to this audio, and I put the Cash App information down below, which is $ Tanya TKO, if you want to have your message read on air. So yes, there were two others. Listen, when the second Mistress came out, I ignored the story, but now there's a third one, a third alleged Mistress. So if you all are ready to jump in, Andre says his new book about to be free. Oh, wait. I thought you said free. That thing said fire. Really? You think the new book's gonna be fire? Oh, go right now. Listen, didn't his wife say that the stuff she saw on his phone, that only the fire of God himself could burn that, because it was just so depraved that she couldn't come to terms with what she saw. So let's jump into it right now. Let's see. Let's get this ready to play. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is too much. Before I did this video, I had to sit down and eat lunch real slow. I had to sit down and eat lunch real slow, nice vegetarian, healthy meal, and just take my time, because I knew that we were going to come up into this firestorm of nonsense. So we're going to jump around a little bit inside this video, because the audio is probably the whole video is 40 minutes long, and the audio is probably about half an hour. So we're going to try to get the audio down to about 10 minutes by jumping around, because there's a few different parts that I want you to hear. I just heard a Cash App come through, so let me read that real quick before we jump into the video. All right. So Tatiana says, just love you and your messages. She sent $1. Thank you, Tati. Thank you. All right, let's jump in. Why this man got us all up in him and his wife and his penis business? Street Meat Jaxn.
Okay, what about now?
That's perfect. Okay.
I am currently dealing with Derrick. I don't have social media. I don't follow bloggers on YouTube or anything. He reached out to me last night and said, if anyone contacts me, for me to hang up and block them. He said all of this was because of, he got into, I guess, he was supposed to do an interview with a blogger, and he declined the interview. And now this blogger is on a smear campaign. He never called out your name. He has blocked me on all social sites. When I say social, like platform, I mean like YouTube. I've never been able to find any of his videos unless they are uploaded by a third party.
All right. So my question is, let's like I said, this is all alleged. Let's ask the question. When a person blocks you on YouTube, are you not able to see any of their videos? Do their videos not come up in the search? This is what she is alleging. She says she met him at the mall. He introduced himself as D, that she did not know who he was, and that he said he was a motivational speaker, and sometimes he speaks at to the youth at his church or something like that, something along those lines. So I want to hear from you. When a blogger blocks you, can you see their videos, or can you just not comment? I want to know. So this is for YouTube, not for Facebook. All right, let's hear. I want to see. Shelly says, why all the coverage on this topic? Who cares? Let's talk about something more positive and uplifting. Shelly, I did a survey earlier before I did this video, as I was putting on my makeup, to ask what people wanted to hear. This was the number one thing. Most of the people in the survey chose this. So one of the things that I suggest for you is that if you see a video that's titled about something that you don't want to watch, don't click it. Don't click videos you don't want to watch. So Fanta says she's lying already. So JP says he did call himself D when he was talking in third person. Did he? Oh my Lord. So I need to hear from you all. I need to hear from you all. Do you when a person blocks you on YouTube, are you not able to see any of their videos? Shapa says the algorithm determines what you see. You can still see the videos if you search or the suggest. See, so look, this is what I'm saying. All of this is a person's account. She says she's a doctor in Atlanta. And so this is what she is saying. So Mercy says they can block comments. How'd you get your hair platinum? Or is that natural? Because people have been telling me to try platinum, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm that bold yet. I don't know if I'm that bold. All right. So I'm trying to see. You can see the videos and the channel comes up. Okay. See, this is information. Let's continue to go forward. It's Tamika says you can't see them if they block you. So now we have conflicting information. And somebody said in their comment, I only read certain people's comments. I only read the ones that I see. They go by so quickly. There's 2,600 people on this. By the time we get about 5 minutes in, there'll be 4,000 people on here. I won't be able to see all of the comments. Hence why I have the Cash App down below if you want me to read your comment. It's as simple as that. Don't feel any type of way, please.
So, the video with the wife, I did not see that until I got on my sister's YouTube and pulled up his channel. And that's when I was like, okay, he must have blocked me from YouTube or whatever. So he never explained the situation. I had to go and look at all of your videos, look at, everything to find out what was going on. So I blocked him last night. He started to text me from a different phone number, and he just said, I need to speak with you.
All right. So I'm going to read this comment that came in. Rayania sends $5 and said, first she said, I don't have social media. She did say that. She did say, I don't have social media. So, and Westner sends $11.12, says, that's my birthday, 11/12. I love content. Well, we got a Scorpio in the house. So ladies, there's I don't know if he's single though, but there's, the ladies love Scorpios. Erica sends $3 and says, how you don't have social, but you blocked. I didn't even pick up on that. You all are savvy. I didn't pick up on that. Thank you. This is interesting. Lynn sends $5.50 and says, so many side pieces, he can't keep a lid on them all. Listen, you know, Derrick brought this on himself because he came out lying. And because he came out lying, it has deteriorated his word. So remember my very first video, I was like, this is her word against his, blah, blah, blah. Now, all of these people are coming out that they're just taking these people's word for it because Derrick has proven to be a liar. So, or D, however he wants to be referred. Let's continue.
You allow me to explain this mess, face to face with you. I'm not from Georgia. And so, he knew that. So he knew that I wasn't going to be digging into his background or anything. But if he wouldn't have called me, I would have never known about none of this.
Now you say, now the wife says that he's been straight and narrow for about 5 to 6 months. And that's when he first he just recently posted his wife on his social media this year for the first time. People didn't even know he was married. And so when I kind of...
no idea he was married either.
You didn't know he was married?
No.
Okay. So walk me from the beginning. What month did you guys meet?
We met October, 2 days before Halloween.
Okay, of 2020.
2020, yes.
This recent. Okay. And so what happened? Like, how did he approach you? Because this wasn't no DM situation. Normally he's fucking his subscribers. So this is different. Yeah. He met you in person.
I was walking into Lenox Mall, I guess that's the name of it. I'm not from this area. Walking into Lenox Mall, and I was texting, and I heard him say, "Excuse me, ma'am." And when I turned around, he introduced himself as D. He didn't say, hey, it's me, Derrick, whatever. He just said, hey, this is D. And he was like, I seen you walking in, and, I think you're gorgeous, and I wanted to know, could I get your number, and, we talk and kind of build a friendship. And he was so polite. He was a gentleman, and I was like, sure. I gave him my phone number, and we began to talk. I can say probably I've never been to his house. I've never been to a penthouse or anything. He has always came to my home. If you look in all of his videos that he have uploaded, my front balcony is in the back of his video.
Does it have the white arches?
It's the white arches.
Yes. Shut the fuck up.
All right, so I'm going to show you this picture real quick. Somebody says if you have 2 phones, that's a sign you're a cheater. You all have your theories. You have your theories. How funny. I thought that was funny and cute when they said that. All right, so I'm going to show you the Derrick Jaxn arches in the back of his videos. So Shade Room, this got up onto TMZ. This man, I don't know how he's going to go forward from here because the Shade Room covered it. TMZ has covered it. Let me see if I can find him. Oh, Shade Room posts so much stuff. Okay, here. So here, this is what they want you to see. So this is the white arches that they're talking about. You see in the back of his videos that the light. Do you see that? That you see the white arches. So this is what they're talking about. If you look at his newer videos, she says that that's her balcony. And that he was outside her balcony. Listen.
Those are recent.
That's my home. Yes, that's my home. Me and him dealt with each other it kind of moved fast. He would always come and visit me. He come to the hospital quite frequently to see me on my lunch breaks and whenever I'm between surgeries.
So you're a doctor.
Yes.
That's why you don't have social media. You got a bag.
That's correct. That's correct. So this kind of blew my mind, and
I'm sorry. I'm a little bit confused. I'm a little bit confused by that part. And I'm not trying to nitpick because, they say believe women. I want to believe her, right? I believe that Derrick Jaxn brought this on himself, and I believe that there are people out there who are going to come forward who are telling the truth. I believe that there are people out there who are going to come forward who are not telling the truth. One of the things that confuses me about that statement is when we saw Tasha K's original video, right? Remember when we saw the original video when the first Mistress came out? She was talking to the young lady on the phone, and she was like, look, I was contacted by a woman a few weeks ago who was a doctor, and she says that he forced her to get an abortion. Now the story has kind of changed. So I'm like, why are you acting surprised that she's a doctor unless there was more than one doctor? You know, so that's the part that I'm just like a little bit, okay. All right. So let me read a few of these Cash Apps, and then we'll jump back into the video because I want to see what you all are saying on here. Okay, I am, let's see. Dalen says Derrick J is a vile human being and sends $5. Okay, I feel you. Newbie sends $5 and says, I want to send the wife your book. You know what? If you find out her shipping information, I'll send her a book. Darlinda sends $3.11. Thank you. Casey sends $5 and says D as in Dirty D, shaking my head, his stage name. You know what? From some of the stuff that we're going to hear, she alleges that the man was in the parking lot at the hospital waiting between surgeries with his penis out in the parking lot, jacking off in the car. Tiffany sends $10 and says something off about the story, but DJ is still a DICK. Listen, something is, I don't know. Listen, this is what I'm saying. You have to take everything with a grain of salt, right? I'm going to jump back into the Cash Apps in a second. I want to be able to keep the flow going. So let's jump back into this, and then we're going to go back to the Cash Apps and the comments, etc. But like I said, the comments are going so quickly and I'm on the screen, so I'm not able to see the comments that you're posting on the thing. Other people can see them. But if you want me to see it, the easiest way is just send the Cash App. Or if you do the PayPal, like the links are in the description on how to do it. Just let me know, because the PayPal doesn't make a sound when it comes through. It's like a tree that falls in the forest. All right, let's go forward.
When he spoke with me, the first thing he tried to say was that if a blogger contacts you, I want to protect, your medical life. So I don't want you in this frenzy with me. He told me that his wife and you knew each other. So this was a smear campaign towards him.
What?
So when I look online, you're sitting next to your wife on a video explaining that, you're not this person.
Yeah, so the story goes on and on. I'm going to jump around a little bit because you can watch the whole thing on Tasha K's page. Travis says, why these HOESs want to come out now? They knew then. Listen, we do not call women misogynistic names on my platform. That will get you blocked. I'm just letting you know. And that goes for anybody. I only give one warning. I don't like having to block people, but calling women misogynistic names will get you blocked. So let's keep it civil, okay? Because I don't understand why we need to verbally assault people, and it's too much. It's too much. Let's keep it civil. Okay, let's go forward.
And you're texting me an hour later after uploading this video saying, I'm going to explain this to you.
What?
This is just, it's crazy. So, so after I met him about a week later, and he said, well, can you push it off for about another week?
Okay, so she's talking about the abortion here. Let me rewind this a little bit.
It was just an act, and
let me rewind, because there's so much in here. Let me go back. Sorry. It's because I want you all to hear about the abortion part. That part is important.
this person, and you're texting me an hour later after uploading this video saying, I'm going to explain this to you. What? You know, like, this is just, it's crazy. So, so after I met him about a week later, you know, he came to my home, and that's when we engaged, you know, in sexual activity.
When was this? The other day?
No, this was when we first met.
Okay.
Okay,
By
the end of December, the end of November, early December, I found that I was pregnant. I told him, you know, off top, I don't want any children right now. You know, I'm 32 and I don't want kids right now. And he went through like this emotional kind of thing as if he gave a fuck, but I'm pretty sure now that I'm looking, it was just an act, you know. And he was just like, I don't want you to, you know, terminate the pregnancy. I really want this. Let's talk, you know, let me come over there. Let's sit down and talk. So he came to my home and we talked, and he said, well, have you set an appointment? I told him no. Well, about 2 days later, I had already had an appointment, and I called him and told him. And he said, well, can you push it off for about another week? And I said, why? He said, because I want to make sure that this is what I want to do. So I said, okay. I said, well, this is what I want to do. So it's really not about what you want to do. So he just kept on going through like, well, you don't have any children. You know, I'm trying to build a relationship with you. I don't want this to, you know, to end like this. But I'd already had my mind.
Yeah, that the abortion story is strange to me. But here is another person, right? I just gave my warning. I don't care how you spell it. Do not call women misogynistic names on my platform. If you don't know what a misogynistic name is, it's a name that is created in a male-dominated society to shame and disrespect women, like hoe, slut, bitch, skank, thotties. We don't call women those names on my channel. And I said that I give warnings. One warning. Let me just say this. I'm just going to start blocking people. It's as simple as that. You need to be able to control yourself, and you need to, I don't know how you all have been getting along so long on social media, behaving this way. I'm just going to start blocking people. I don't care how you spell it. I don't care if you spell bish, B-I-A-A-H, bish. I don't care. These are still the misogynistic names that are created by the patriarchy to squash and squelch women. And if that's the way that you feel, my platform is not for you. My platform's not for you. I'm just going to start blocking people. My hand is on the button right now. So come forward with it if you just want to be gone. It's as simple as that.
And made up that this was the end of it. Like, I was not going to continue a pregnancy with someone I'm not with. I'm just actually dealing with, you know, whenever I'm free, basically. So I pushed the appointment off for another week. And every day it was just a sob story about, I really want this. My wife won't give me a divorce. You know, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of her threatening to take, you know, everything that I've worked for. And, you know, everything was to vilify her. And you know how that goes when they do those stories. So I told him, so I never knew that they were in the same home together because, to my knowledge, he was living with his cousin, and he was basically caught up in a legal battle with his wife, who was supposed to be in Arkansas. So
I'm laughing at the lies. I am not laughing at you because, like, you were brought.
I understand.
Yeah, you were brought into some real bullshit.
So, when he reached out to me last night, his biggest fear was that I have cameras in my home, and I can prove that he was there, that, you know, I can prove anything that needs to be proved. This is not just me just making up a bizarre story. So his whole thing was he was trying to get to my house last night to try to figure out my security system and where, like, what angles my cameras was pointing. So we looked, And he's passing by my house like 4 and 5 times, slowing down, looking at my camera.
Oh, wow.
Who's the we?
So when I talked to him this morning, I told him, I said, listen, this is just too much. I'm like, I don't know what's going on with you, and why these, women are coming out to talk about you or whatever. Because he never, ever told me that he was dealing with other women. Like, all of these videos that are online, I guess he felt like, okay, I'll block her from YouTube, so she won't be able to see nothing. All I did was get on, my sister's phone and type in his name and everything popped up. So I asked him about the video with his wife. I said, so what's going on with that video? And he said, I'm just trying to save face right now. He was like, it has nothing to do with me and her being together. We're not together. She only came over there so that we can do this video together.
In a bonnet?
And that was, and I told him, he just kept saying, I need to talk to you face to face. I don't want to do the phone situation. So by that time, I had been blocked him again because I blocked him last night. But out of curiosity, I wanted to hear what he had to say.
And what did he say?
I blocked him again. That was all that he said.
Okay.
I just need to talk to you face to face. He just kept saying, I need to speak with you face to face. I don't want to talk to you over the phone. I want to talk to you face to face. And I blocked his number when I hung up with him this morning. I blocked him again. And he began to text me from another number. And he said, hey, did you block me? And that's when I just went off on him. I was like, you lied about everything. And everything that I said, he just kept going back to, let me talk to you face to face.
Oh, if I were you, I wouldn't meet him in your home, though.
No, not at all. Like, he can't even get through our gate anymore.
Who is our?
That is just, it's crazy because he kept saying, well, I'm coming to your office to talk to you. And I'm like, no, we're not going to talk. I'm not about to be caught up in this, circus with you. Like, you created this and you're going to have to figure that out.
No.
But for him to say that this happened months ago maybe with the other two women.
Well, one was right after you. I don't know if y'all crossed paths, but one he was just with like a month before you met him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even, and what's crazy? I didn't even know he had children.
You didn't see the car seat in the back?
No.
He got it in every video, child. He got the car seat in the back. Listen, nobody knew he was married. Nobody has seen the kids. Nobody knew anything until these women really came forward. And so...
Yeah, I had no idea.
Let me ask you something. You said when y'all first met... Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
So, I kind of, around, the first month of me and him meeting, he would always tell me, oh, your perfume is always on my shirt. And my friend mother was there and she said, oh, whatever perfume,
All right, let's go a little bit further in, because what she says in this part is that he went and got her favorite perfume, and she noticed there were two perfumes on the receipt. So they are attempting to allege that he must have bought the other perfume for his wife so that they could both smell the same. All right, let's go forward up to about 25 is when the next good part comes up. Let's see.
For that really, really helped.
No, I would never do that to you. And I get a lot of backlash for not revealing a lot of sources. The two women that came forward wanted it. They weren't, they didn't have anything to lose. So it is.
So in this part, Tasha K is swearing on her children that she will not reveal this woman's identity because the woman is a doctor and she doesn't want to. But then Tasha says stuff about the woman. She's 32. Her name, I believe, is Nikki. She's a resident. She's a surgeon. And she, something else she says about the woman's hospital stuff. So I'm like, You done said so much, because anybody who has a black surgeon who's Jamaican American with a big booty, it's like, come on. She said so much about this woman. All right, let's keep going forward.
You know, that's why we did it that way. And so with you, like, this is just the icing on the cake. Like, you're a professional. I'm not even about to play those games. And so the receipts that you sent, and if you can send me that video of him walking around naked in your house.
I'm going to crop it where it's only showing him. It won't show my furniture and, you know, my art in my house.
Okay.
And I'm going to also, but I'll send you the whole video, and I just ask that you crop it.
All right, so she's going to send her the video.
Because he doesn't talk like that. Like, that's not him. That is something that he just picked up. Because usually, you know, he's talking about investing, he's talking about money, he's talking about book signings and things. He have never came to me religious. This is a new Derrick.
Because his wife is so broken. She's been dealing.
All right. So hold on. Okay. So let me see if this man has a website real quick, because she said he talks about book signings. So did she ever once try to get his book? Was she ever like, oh, let me see your book. Let me get a book. I'm sure he has books in his trunk. Let's see if there's www.derrickjaxn.com. Let's see if he has a website. Guess what? He has a website. I'll share this with you all. All right. So, So the man has a website. Let's take a look around the website real quick, right? So he has, let's see what's on his website. Well, he has the Heal Together book on there, Heal Together Without Hurting Each Other. It says Derrick Jaxn. I wonder when he put that up. Bestsellers, A Cheating Man's Heart, there's his games. 5 things you need to know about this, that, and the other. How a Man Knows. I don't see the arches in there. Let's see. Okay, let's see. So here it has a link for his YouTube channel. So you click the...
So I keep getting tagged in this viral meme with people asking me to relay this message.
Okay, let's see. All right. So they say in his recent videos that the arches are there. So there are some arches. He's inside his house. Oh, Lord, please.
What's going on, y'all? I just got off the phone with my little homie. He's kind of like
I don't know what
mentee
this
to me,
is.
but
Come
he's like
on.
25 years old. And typically we don't even talk about...
Shut up. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry. His voice is irksome to me. He's just not my style. Like I never resonated with the dude. All right, I'm just looking for the arches. That's it. Oh, freak and frack. Stop. I cannot. I'm sorry. It's because let me. All right. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's because my fingers, I'm trying to, and it just keeps playing him. I'm not in the mood for all of that. So let's just go back. Let me just go back to YouTube. What are your thoughts so far, everyone? What are your thoughts so far? I was looking for the these arches, these white arches and stuff. I don't see them. I don't see them in all of the videos. I saw it once, but they did have up 2 pictures. I don't know. You all can scroll back to October and look that up. Let me read a few more Cash Apps from you all, and then I want to hear what it is that you all have to say about this, because this is interesting. it's interesting. So let's go forward. All right. So Mijan says, I was waiting for you to get a hold of this. She sent $1. Thank you. Angelique says, if you're not ready for commitment, stay single. She sends $10. Thank you. Jacqueline, all these French names today. Oh, Jacqueline says, shocking events, Tanya, mentally exhausting. She sends $4.11. Yes. I don't know what is going on out here in these streets. Precious sends $10 and says, I bet he's going to be on the next season of Marriage. I guess Married at First Sight, Marriage Boot Camp. It cut off your message, so it ends at Marriage. Maybe Marriage Boot Camp, you never know. Karen sends $5 and says, love your content. Death by 1,000 cuts for D. Jaxn. Hey, listen, he brought this on himself by being a raging, raving untruther or liar. Alexandra K sends $1.50 and says, she has social media, just doesn't want to be found. Interesting. You know her? Hey, Ray is back, and Ray sends $13 and says, from a July Leo to you, gorgeous lioness, mwah, heart and thumbs up. Thank you, Ray. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's see. I want to hear, what are you all thinking about all of this so far? Darlinda says he needs to refund everybody their money for that book. Lord of mercy. Ciao. Jasmine sends $2 and says, if she's telling the truth, she can post the arches. Yes. I don't know how many of you are in Tasha K's Patreon. Did she post the arches? Did she post the naked photo of him in her house? Tanya W sends $9.11. So 9/11. Help us out of the vortex of Dirty D. Jaxn. I feel you. I don't know what is going on out here. This man brought it on himself, though. Trudy sends $5 and says his wife is the perfect woman for him. Why do you say that, Trudy? Why do you say she's the perfect woman for him? Because what? Because she's self-conscious, because she's religious, because she's naive, because she's hurt. What? Because what? Desiree sends $10 and says, thank you for reading Cash App comments. Okay, Desi. That is so funny. M. Lynn sends $5.50 and says he tried to tie her down with a child. Did he, though? Because the last we heard is that he's forcing women to get abortions. This whole thing is just very strange. Neffy sends $10 and says, I love your energy. Keep it up. Heart, heart. Thank you. Thank you. And then let's get back into the video, and then we will read some more Cash Apps in a moment. But yeah, this is just, the whole thing is just weird to me. It's just weird. It's just weird. But this is where we are today. So let's continue to take a listen and see what we have.
With this for almost 14 years. If you go through her Instagram page, I'm gonna send it to you. It's nothing but biblical scripture. So that's her language. Like, he understands her love language. Her love language is scripture, and so he's gonna say whatever.
How is scripture the love language
to make her stay? I don't understand why he's keeping her there. Why he won't let her go?
He is like, first of all, he loves women with ass. Like, I'm a Jamaican American, so girl, I don't know why they be blowing their asses up now, because I be walking trying to get mine down. So he loves women with ass. Like, that's his thing. Like, if you are kind of like the Instagram model type looker, he is all for it. And when I went through her page, they are like the complete opposite. And
this is bizarre.
It wasn't so much of, her personality doesn't fit him. Yeah. It's just, if you know him, he's larger than life. He's loud. He is just, this whole different type of person versus, having a, I guess you can say a quiet, meek and humble woman. you know, and that's just crazy to me. Like the video, she looked like she was afraid.
Yeah.
And
I'm like, why would you?
He's very aggressive. Like,
is he now?
I basically told him a couple of days before Christmas that he had to leave because he was yelling in my house. And he grabbed me by my arm and was like, I'll leave when I get ready to leave. So I'm pretty sure if he roughhoused me or anyone else, you know, I'm pretty sure it's worse in their home.
Wow. And I mean, I guess this woman, like his wife, like she can't see what we can see. Like, you know, it's like, why? First of all, this is the first time he's introducing you to the world. He has millions of followers and you get on camera looking like you just rolled out of bed.
Yeah.
You got acne on your face. That is a sign of stress.
But Derrick will talk down to you. He will talk down to you. He will say mean things to you if you don't look apart. That he feel like some days, you know, when I'm here, I have my hair pulled back, no makeup on, or nothing like that because I'm, you know, in and out of the hospital. And he'll say something like, "Do something better with yourself. You know, look like the professional you are. You know, or."
He's telling you, a doctor, somebody that actually did work to get where you are, to put on some makeup, make yourself look more professional.
Yeah, he will talk down to you. Like, I believe that was 2 weeks ago. I had a lash appointment, and I went on ahead and took off all of my lashes. And when he seen me, he said, "You don't even look the same." And I said, "What do you mean?" He was like, your nails need to be filled in. You need your lashes on or whatever. He was like, like I'm gonna leave. I'll come back when you get yourself together.
Oh, that's my God.
Man, Derrick is. Like, he will, and when I seen her, I can see his words affect her. And if he can tell that to someone he just met 5 months ago, imagine what he tells her.
Wow.
So that's who he is. Like, he is just that type of man that he will talk down to you.
I cannot believe this. Oh my God.
What are you all thinking about this so far? So you got to look a certain way. He liked the Instagram model look. He liked them big booties. He's controlling. He roughed her up around Christmas. Let me check some of these cash apps. All right. So Dinah has sent a refund request for $411. Saying for giving us the 411, honey. I guess you wanted to give $4.11. I will grant your refund request, darling. Don't you worry. That's cute. I know how them fingers can slip sometimes. I know how they can slip. Don't worry, I got you, mama. So what are your thoughts about all of this? Because this is crazy. Patricia sends $10 and says, "Love watching you. Thank you for checking the disrespect." Yeah, I don't know what's going on with people nowadays and why they think that that's okay. But you know what? They do it elsewhere. And there's other people who get down like that, but we don't get down like that here. Erlene sends $5 and says, "Another one of Tasha's paid actresses or actor." So you think this person is a paid actor or actress? What is it that makes you think that she's paid? And what makes you think that somebody else was paid? AMK sends $10 and says, "He can't come to our home. Is she involved?" Yeah, you see, that's what I'm saying. Something about this is just weird. Like, it's entertaining, yes, but there's some parts that are weird. She's like, that's our balcony, our camera. We saw that he was going back and forth, driving around, trying to look at the camera. And I'm like, who is the we? Who's the we? So yeah, something about this is just, listen, I hear it. Derrick brought this on himself. However, let's listen with a discerning and scrutinizing ear. Brenda sends $5 and says, Let's see. All right. She doesn't want the message read. All right. Let's see. Jessie M on Facebook sends $5. Thank you. And Morgan sends $3 and says, go to his Instagram and look at most recent videos. Good God. Is something happening as we speak? Oh my Lord, this is a lot. All the meditative lunches in the world may not be enough to make up for all of this. Paulette sends $20. Thank you, Paulette. I appreciate all of this love. All right. Melissa sends $5 and says, always felt there was something off about his quote unquote message. Yeah, you know what? This whole situation is just a boondoggle, the whole thing. Christopher sent $1 and says, this is Stockholm Syndrome magnified. Listen, speaking of which, you're going to listen. The mistress is going to talk about how he threatened her and said he was going to run up on her people's place and she need to get her ASS back to Atlanta. Just we'll wait and see. Lavette sends $2 and says, ladies, he's dangerous right now. Be careful. Oh, my goodness. Dion sends $10 and says, what happens in the dark comes out. I know that's right. Trinice sends $10 and says, the wife is the victim. It isn't okay to blame her looks. Thank you. He didn't cheat because of the way she looked. He cheated because he's a cheater. Cheaters cheat. That's what they do. Brenda sends $2 and says, I purchased your book yesterday also. Wonderful. If we could get off early enough, it'll ship today. Erica sends a dollar and says, the we is her doctor's sister. She lives with her sister? What do you know that we don't know, Erica? So she lives with her sister. I don't know. What are you in the thing? If you're in the thing, send me a picture that she posted of the arches. Send a picture of this DJ back or whatnot. I don't know. Jennifer sends $10 and says, I love your show. Thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate that. All right. And then I need to accept the rest of the Cash App. So let's listen to a little bit more of the video. And then we shall continue forward, right? Okay.
I don't know if you saw my last video, like what the last girl described him exposing himself, like you're a public figure. First of all, you're a man and you're just exposing yourself. That is sexual assault. Like those are things you do not do.
Assault though?
Oh, he will pull off jacking off at your job. Oh yeah, that's him. I'm keeping it clean.
He will jack off at the hospital while you're performing surgeries. He will be out in the parking lot jacking off.
This is too much.
Videos and everything, and yeah, like.
So that means she has videos then.
I mean, no shame of anything that he's going to. If he is involved with you, he views you as his property. You are his property, and you are. It doesn't matter. Like it doesn't. It doesn't matter at all. I went back home around Christmas, and
listen, this is the part. Listen,
I fell asleep, and he was calling me Christmas night, probably like around 6-7 o'clock. And by that time, I was already, knocked out sleep, still, drinking with my family, and he called me 13 times. Then he began to send me messages like, what the fuck are you doing? If you're not being honest with me, then you need to stop fucking with me. You have never not answered your fucking phone till you got home. Don't make me come and, don't make me come and embarrass you in front of your family. Just crazy messages. So I woke up my calls. I said, hey, I was asleep. I'm like, what is all these messages about? And he was like, one moment. And I guess he walked outside and he was just like, don't fucking play on my emotions like that. You never not answer your phone for me or whatever. And he was just like, get your ass back to fucking Georgia now. Yeah. Yeah, and like and it's crazy because I'm like sitting in
so
my
how
car
fast
looking around because
how fast
I'm
did you
sure
get there?
that the moment that he can get here, he will get here, and I will record his ass.
Can you send me, see, what I need is the last time y'all seen each other with the date, because I know sometimes the cameras have the dates, because I have the cameras too in my home. If you can leave it with the date on there and then the text message thread. And if he tries to call you, record that motherfucker for me, please.
I will.
Okay.
I will. That's no problem at all.
Okay.
And I will make sure I have another surgery in like 45 minutes, then I'm done. So
or you know what you can do? You know what you can do, because you got me as no call, so it won't show up on him. Can you call him real quick 3-way right now and then just let him explain? Because you know he gonna overtalk you anyway.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's gonna show up as a conference call.
It will?
On his phone. Yes, because we both have iPhones.
Damn.
It's going to show up as a conference.
Damn.
Yeah, but what I can do is I'll go run into my office after my surgery, and I'll call him from my office phone, and I'll have you on my cell phone.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And just ask, I want you to ask him questions about, like, what was that about your wife? Like, what is going on? Like, I just saw that video. That is all I need right there. Because let me tell you, this nigga will lie until he is 6 feet under. He will lie.
Oh, yes. And that is just, if he wouldn't have never called and said anything about a blogger, about anything, first of all, I don't follow celebrity gossip. So I would have never found it. I would have never seen it. You know, I don't have social media, so nothing that he do existed, you know, on any of my YouTube feeds. So until he called and he said it, and when he told me, I'm just like, what? And he was talking fast, and he was just like, do not talk to any blogger. I'm like, well, why would a blogger contact me? And he's like paranoid. Like, he is like, they might have my phone records, my text history, or whatever. He's like, they can hack my iCloud, and, you know, just all type of things. And I said, okay, you know, no, like, I won't talk to anyone. And he was just like, because I don't want you losing your license over these fucking bloggers. And I said, why would I lose my license? I'm not, you know, married to you. Like, I'm just dealing with you. Like, you're my friend. Like, we have been through things before. And he was just like, don't answer the phone for no fucking body. And I just said, okay. So I was like, all right, no problem. So now I'm sitting down, just like, well, what the fuck is going on? Like, let me figure out what's going on. So when I looked it on my feed, I see other people talking about infidelity, he's married and whatever, you know. I was like, what the hell is going on here? And then I come across your video. And yeah, he swears up and down that this is because I declined the interview. I said,
I've never asked him for an interview ever.
I said, here's the thing. People decline interviews all day long. I said, I don't think it had. He said, well, I criticized her. I criticized her work also. And I said, but that doesn't mean that she will come after you. Like, I didn't even know. He just told me that he's a motivational speaker. He speaks at events every now and then. He was like, well, and I also speak to the youth at my church. That's what he said. I never knew, like, he was doing short clips, videos and social media bits and whatever. All that shit that Derrick is talking about, that's not who he is, because he talks to you crazy, and that's just the bottom line too. He talks to you crazy. He criticizes anything. Any woman that has insecurities cannot deal with him, because if you do, you will be just like his wife, sitting there lost and feeling like you owe him something. Because he will tell you in your face, like, if he's done something for you, the first thing he'll tell you is like, well, I did this for you and I've done this, so you should be appreciative. Like, you should at least show me some type of respect. Yeah.
So what did he tell you about his wife? What did he tell you about his wife when you finally found out about her?
He told me, okay, so I finally found out about her around the time that I came up pregnant. Now, my understanding was, yes, they were married, but they had been separated for at least a year and a half, going on 2 years. It was hard for him to get in contact with her so he can serve her papers, because he said she was in a different state in Arkansas. So he told me that she did not want to divorce because she was from a Christian home and divorce wasn't something that they didn't believe in. So her parents advised her to separate until basically further notice. So he said, I have moved on, like I'm over that shit with her. And that was just the ending to it. And he just said, I have no contact with her. Like, we don't talk, we don't text, we don't do nothing. She's out there living her life, I'm living my life. And until I can find somewhere to serve her, he said, because the parents kept telling the constable she wasn't there, she didn't live there. So I told him, I said, well, you can actually go in front of a judge and let them know, like, you don't have an address for her and you don't know how to contact her, and they can proceed with the divorce. And he just kind of kept making up, excuses. He kept saying, well, I'm going to do it, but I have so much other things that I have to do or whatever, but I'm going to get a divorce from her. And that was like the ending to it. He never brought her up again. He never said anything. He never went into details about her. The only thing that he ever told me was that she was a Christian and didn't believe in divorce.
And that's a lie. She been trying to leave that nigga, but every time chance she get, he come get her so she won't run her fucking mouth about his brand. Because if anybody can take his ass down, it can be her. Soon as she snaps up out of that shit she going through.
One more important thing that he did that he told me was that the last time that they had broke up, she accused him of hitting her. And that's how she ended up going to her.
All right, let's pause this right here, because now it gets into the part where they're talking about the alleged abuse, right? Where people are reiterating it as if it is fact. So we're going to come back to that part right there. Let me read these Cash Apps real quick. There are 4,594 people on the broadcast between YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Go ahead and thumbs up the video. Leave your comment. Make sure that you follow the page so you know how to find me again. We're going to take a quick little break just to read the Cash Apps that have come in. The Cash App address is across the bottom if you want me to read yours. Joey sends $5 and says, surviving Derrick Jaxn scandal. Listen, this is unbelievable what we are watching, going through right now. This is just unbelievable. And Ray sends $13 and says, simply me respecting you and your standard, and I love your standards. Rose. He sends $13. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate that. Thank you. Whew, this is a lot to take in all in one bite. What are your thoughts about all of this? This is a lot. Chandrika sends $2. Thank you, Mama. Shalom sends $5 and says, this is terrible and embarrassing. It really is. I can't even imagine what the wife is going through. Has she put up anything? Because what is she going to say to this new allegation? Like, is this true? Is it not true? Are some parts true? Or some parts not true? Or some parts exaggerated? Or some parts fabricated? Or some parts under-exaggerated? Nicho sends $20 and says, I love your book. D. Jaxn equals narcissist. Oh, thank you for getting the book. When I autographed them, I don't remember autographing one to a person named Nicho, because I autograph all of the books personally. But okay, well, thank you. Big Mom sends $11.11 and says, narcissistic injury. The doctor better be careful. Well, remember, these are all allegations. I mean, there are some people who believe more than others. I want to read out a PayPal that came through. And the PayPal says, Please reach out to Dr. Carmen Bryan and do a show with her. Narc abuse and religion is a bad mix. Please, you must try to save DJ's wife life. If I have to share my story on the panel, I will. It is parallel to DJ's wife. It's demonic, and you can help women learn about surviving narc abuse. Okay. Well, you know what? I'll look into that. Thank you. Thank you. What are all of your thoughts out here so far? Red flag, you never been to his house. This is what I'm saying. Shantae sends $5 and says, you are so poised and transparent. First time viewing. Thank you, Shantae. Let me send you a heart back. And Morgan sends $1 and says, the arches are on the most recent Insta video. Oh, but how do we know that these are her arches? Where is she in front of her arches? You know what I'm saying? Because anybody could say anything. I could be like, oh, that's my brick building behind there. But where are you? You know what I'm saying? Where are you inside the arches? All right. Dominique sends $3 and says, maybe the we is mistress and sister. She said it's. Oh, okay. I didn't know. She said she lived with her sister. So that means that her sister can vouch for all of this too then. Timothy sends $5 and says, his second personality, Derrick, tried to snitch on D. You know something? I cannot. Derrick tried to snitch on D? That's crazy. Trishan sends $5 and says, Tasha said he put a gag order on the doctor. Yes, but the gag order came after she'd already gotten the receipts. So, okay, and we got $20 in from I Am that says, for their relationship, the story is getting toxic. Yes, let me tell you, there's a lot going on here. A lot going on here. All right, let's jump back into the video and hear what we're going to hear, and then go from there. And then I'll get back to the Cash Apps. Okay, let's go forward. Oh, I got to share it again because I ended the screen because it was a lot. All right. All right, give it a second to continue loading. All right, and then we need to rewind it a little bit because, we're almost over. We need to rewind it just a little bit because this is where she's talking about.
Told me was that she was a Christian and didn't believe in divorce.
Yeah, that's a lie. She been trying to leave that nigga, but every time chance she get, he come get her, so she won't run her fucking mouth about his brand. Because if anybody can take his ass down, it can be her. Soon as she snaps up out of that shit she going through.
One more important thing that he did that he told me was that the last time that they had broke up, she accused him of hitting her. And that's how she ended up going to her parents' house, supposedly. And he said, she said that I hit her, and she told her parents. And at the end of the day, whatever happens in my house should stay in my house. That's what he said. And he said...
so he didn't deny hitting his wife?
No, he never denied it. He just said that she told her parents.
That is a bitch ass nigga. Like, how the fuck does your big ass hit a little woman like that?
Yeah.
Now, before I was laughing, now I'm fucking mad because, like, you gonna beat a bitch, you gonna beat a woman to stay with your ass just so you can make money? Like, what the fuck? Oh my God.
Okay. Listen. I don't know listen, I do not know anything about domestic violence firsthand. I don't think that girl could survive one of his punches. I really don't. I don't think she could survive one of his blows if he were to throw a blow at her. I don't know. I don't know. What are your thoughts? I don't know. What are your thoughts on this? Does it sound credible? Does it sound incredible? What are your thoughts? Let me read these cash apps. What are your thoughts? This is just very interesting. All right. Delisa sends $5 and says, wife religiously preoccupied and in denial. I know. Trishawn sends $1 and said, now he's abusive. I don't believe her, with 2 rolling eye emojis. I mean, anybody can be abusive. The part about it is that it's always the people you would least expect. It's never the hotheads that are, you know what I mean? The people who are very much in control. I have learned who behind the scenes, like, I don't know, but you all can tell me because you have more experience, because there's more of you, so you've seen more than I have. Verta says she's not immune to being lied to because she's a doctor. I feel you. Humble says the wife is the perfect prey for a sociopath. Listen, remember, these are all speculations. Moore sends $3 and says, I believe the big butt surgeon 100%. She ain't got, and then it cut it off. Okay, well, listen. I hear and I'm listening. I need more. Dinah sends $10 and says, thanks, with a heart. Thank you. And let's see. Moore sends $3 and says, she don't have to post nothing. I don't search these dudes either. Somebody tells you that they have a book and that they do public speaking and you're dating them from last year, from last October until now. We're talking about 6 months in, and you will not Google him to see nothing. Sherry sends $1 and says, gonna need to see these receipts. Yeah, well, she said, Tasha said they're in her Patreon. So if there's anybody, there's hundreds of thousands of winos. So I'm sure somebody has seen the receipts by now. Simbi sends $5 and says the self-love is non-existent in that woman. Which woman are we talking about? The doctor or his wife? Who are we talking about? Felicia sends $10 and says, we need to see receipts from this third woman. Exactly. Simbi sends $1 and says, did she say looked at it? What the F kind of MD? Did she say looked at it? You have to tell me what sentence was she saying when she allegedly said looked at it. Sherry sends $1 and says, this is some hot mess tea and I'm here for it, LOL. Oh my Lord, you all are awful. Tata Ishia sends $5 and says, go to his IG, the last 3 videos, white pillars. Okay, all right, we'll go. All right, Shanitra says, hi, better than TV, is it? I know that's right. Listen, I don't know what is going on. Giovanni sends $10 and says, just love your show and I'm showing you my support. Thank you, Giovanni. Thank you. All right. Listen, we're going to get back into this. I just needed a little bit of a break after that domestic violence allegation. And now people are saying the wife is probably wearing long sleeves because she's maybe getting assaulted and all this other stuff. Ray sends $13 and says, you being thorough and commanding respect. 3 roses. Thank you, Ray. $13. 13 is a very feminine number. That's why they tried to turn it into bad luck. LaTanya sends $5 and says, love you, Tanya. Your thoughts on it. Thank you. I feel like I hate to be skeptical the way I'm being skeptical, but I'm just saying we do need to see receipts. Marissa sends $20 and says, because you're fantastic. Thank you. No, you're fantastic. You're only seeing the fantasticness that is shining from you. Anna sends $2 and says, never liked his black cheating ASS. Love you. Kissing heart emoji. How funny. Erica sends $1 and says, she talk about the wife. She just as weak. Listen, you know, the thing that was stunning to me is that she told that story about how she was out of her family and he was like, get your ass back here now. So she was traveling to see her family for Thanksgiving. She had known this man 1 month, right? Because they met in October at a mall that she claims she doesn't remember the name of. I mean, I lived in Atlanta. If you're going to go to Lenox Mall, you need to know you're going. There's Lenox and Phipps right across the street. You got to know where you're going. She was like, I think that's what they call it. Okay. You are a doctor with a superb memory and precise hands, but you don't remember the name of the mall you went to? I don't know. Bethany sent $3 and said, what wife refers to their home as a mansion? Fishy. I don't know. That's interesting. Thanks for the $3. She referred to it as the mansion, so you don't think she was in the mansion? You don't think that's his wife? What are you trying to say? Jennifer sends $5 and says, second time watching. I'm afraid you're my spirit animal. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Jennifer. Next up, we have Rachel sends $1 and says, Hat DV would be on his wife's IG if true. Hat domestic violence would be on his wife's IG if true. Oh, that's a good point. One is she talked about a lot of things. She talked about the cheating. She talked about the other woman's body. One thing that she never talked about was being beat or feeling afraid. Interesting. Trishawn sends $5 and says, I feel like she hurt and she adding extra to it. Okay, but you believe that they had an affair? Because all I've seen is, so 6 months together, no photos together. How many of us would not take a photo with our man after 6 months? I don't know. 6 months is a long time not to have one photo with your boo. Desi sends $5 and says, I believe he is very abusive and he brainwashed her. So we kind of got it half and half. So some people believe he's abusive. Some people are not buying it. Oh, the thing about it is that I know about abusers, the people I've seen who are abusive, they're so charismatic that you would never, like the people that I've known who I've seen behind the scenes who were abusive, they tell jokes. They're suave. They are the people's, they're the cat's meow and the people's choice. And nobody would ever, like Derrick Jaxn with his big old hulking body and his talking fast and profanity and stuff. I don't know. I need you all to tell me, but there's so many comments, I can't read all of them. So I'm going to continue to read the Cash App ones. Amanda says, some put out enough strength in to scare you regarding abuse. Okay. Dominique sends $1 and says, Derrick tried to snitch on D. She found that funny. I know, that was funny. Sheena sends $5 and says, it just hit me. Derrick Jaxn was working undercover. Wait, what? I'm missing this joke. He was working undercover as D? Oh, my Lord. Henry sends $3 and says, classic narc, and she is disillusioned. I don't know. All right. Humble sends $2 and says, my sociopath robbed banks and prayed before dinner. See what I'm saying? They're praying. You would never know it. You would never know they were a bank robber. What country are you in that people still robbing banks, though? Latanya sends $3 and says, he most definitely grew into his looks. Why y'all have to be that way? Ray sends $13 and says, emphasizing self-love through all this mess. 3 hearts and 3 roses, $13. Thank you. Thank you, Ray. You are so sweet. All right. Bethany sends $3 and says, the wife is in on the scam. Watch. I mean, but at this point, this is no longer helping business. The books are 50% off now. This is not a good business endeavor. Roland sends $5 and says, steroid makes most people violent. Oh, I forgot about roid rage. I forgot all about that. Tracy sends $5 and said, you just did something about black women suffering. How does that relate to what we're talking about now, about Black women deserving love without suffering first? So, I mean, but what does this have to do with the video that we're watching? I needed to tie together. All right, so I have a bunch that I need to accept. So we're going to jump back into the video, see what we can see, and then we'll come back around. There's 4,000 people on this live. Make sure that you thumbs up. Make sure that you follow the page so that you know how to reach me again. And come to my website, TanyaTKO.com, and consider joining my mailing list. It's free. And you can also get a free Relax MP3 on my website for joining the mailing list. Just go to the shop, click on the Relax MP3, put the code in, and you get it for free. You know I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist. And if you're having trouble resting or need to rest and relax, the MP3 is perfect for that. All right.
Yeah. And when I asked him, I was like, so, like, what happened?
Yeah, so let's go back a little bit so we can hear that.
That is a bitch ass nigga. Like, how the fuck does your big ass hit a little woman like that?
Yeah.
Now, before I was laughing, now I'm fucking mad because, like, you gonna beat a bitch, you gonna beat a woman to stay with your ass just so you can make money? Like, what the fuck? Oh my God.
Yeah. And when I asked him, I was like, so, like, what happened? Like, what he said was she just, she got upset and we had an argument. And from that moment on, she called her parents and said that I hit her. And then he said, I don't like my business in the streets like that. He was like, I have an image to uphold or whatever. And she knows better. Like, basically, like, she knew better to do that. And he said, and from that moment on, I was done.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. So yeah, just send me the receipts that you have, him in your home, timestamps, the last time y'all seen each other. And whenever you get out of surgery, I hope everything goes well. Call me from your office phone. I want to hear that motherfucker explain himself. And then it's over. It's over. It's fucking over. Okay. Thank you so much.
Problem. I got you.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening.
Anytime. Bye.
All right. So I skipped around a lot inside of the video. One of the parts that we missed is that she said that the last time that they had intercourse was March 18th. I don't know. This whole thing, I am... Kay Lewis saying he's going to go off on her and she will see him again, no doubt. I don't know. I think it's kind of over for them at this point. I'm going to read the Cash Apps. I want to hear the rest of your thoughts about this whole brouhaha. And I don't even know. I don't know what to say. I need to see the receipts. I need more than just a person that we cannot see, whose name we don't know, making allegations on the internet. I need more than just that. So somebody sent some text messages. So I'm going to show the text messages to you all that someone sent to me. And I think they're also on the Shade Room. But yeah, so the text messages are out there. Hold on, let me accept all of these Cash Apps and then we shall go into the whatchamacallit. This is something else. I can't believe what it is that we've heard and seen today. What are your thoughts? You buying it? You're not buying it? You buying some of it? I want to hear. Right after this video, we're going to be looking at Sideman All Day's video, where he breaks down the patriarchy perfectly and talks about how the patriarchy aids into men not respecting women, seeing us as property, and cheating. So it's a profound video that really had me think, and I want you all to be able to hear it as well. So after we get out of here, I'm going to do that video for us, and then we shall Give me 1 second. I'm just accepting all of these because there's a lot that have come through. So I'm trying to accept them. I think so I just saw something about Mike Tyson, so I can't wait to get to that comment. So yeah, this is something else. I don't even know what to say. But yeah, Mike Tyson did they did say that Mike Tyson was abusive to this woman. Did they say that Mike Tyson hit the woman? I'm going to read the comment in a moment. I'm just accepting all of them because for after a while Cash App just starts putting comments in the pending area. So I got to accept each one of them manually. So give me just 1 second. I only have 3 more to accept. And then I'm just going to read them and then we're going to go. The video is pretty much over from here. I'm just going to read the comments that have come through. There's no more audios from Tasha K's, but we're going to read your comments and get your take on all of this. So we have about 15 of them. So I'm going to go through one by one. Lavette says she's a doctor, but lacks relationship common sense. Sends $2. Maybe. People get into abusive relationships all the time. Sherry sends $1 and says his book is going to go from 50% off to 99 cents. Child, listen. I don't know what is good. Listen, if people even pay that. Nicole, but you know what? He probably still has a pretty strong fan base because you don't need millions of people to still make money. There are people who are making excuses for Derrick Jaxn each and every day. So he probably will still have, because he has millions of fans. So he'll probably just go down to, instead of 1.2 million, maybe 800,000. Who knows? Nicole sends $3 and says, Derrick snitch on D. D is his alter ego. Lord of mercy. I know, right? That's crazy. Lauren sends $5 and says, I need to know how Ray look. Love your show. Lawrence, why do you need to know how Ray looks? Ray is in the comments, obviously. So you can see Ray. He's on Facebook. So you can see Ray on there. Angel sends $5 and says, wife takes karate pics on Insta. Oh, you know what? I did see her in her outfit. And one of them had like the serpent over here. And she was like in her karate outfit. And I was like, okay, go ahead and kick Satan's butt. Sahavit sends $8 and says, sociopaths see what people want and give it to them. Interesting. I thought sociopaths were just people who, no, those psychopaths are the ones that don't experience regular emotions. Howard sends $1 and said he is abusing her. This is alleged. Leslie sends $5 and says, Tanya, you are so funny. Love the show. And she smells a narc. Listen, okay. Listen, there's something definitely going on with Derrick Jaxn. Does that mean that everything is true? Something is going on with him. Lisa sends $5 and says, thanks for your tenacity. It's a learning opportunity. Thank you. What is it that you're learning, Lisa? Mircia sends $20 and says, there's different types of abuse. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Portia sends $5 and says his career is done. Is it? Or do you still see people supporting him? Because people are still supporting him. Gail sends $5 and says, someone that doesn't do social media doesn't call a vlog. I mean, that's interesting, but I don't really see, you cannot have social media, but still know how to send an email. Anne sends $20 and says, friend. Thank you, friend. Thank you. Okay, Jessica sends $1 and says he built wealth on lies, exposed his ass fake. Thank you. She sent $1. Thank you. And let's see. Ray sends $13 and says, enjoying day 4 of getting to know you. And he sends a 13. Thank you, Ray. Thank you. And let's see. All right. Nicho Oh, it's pronounced Nico. Sorry. Nico, DJ wife reminds me of Anna Mae Bullock. Lord have mercy. Which is Tina Turner's maiden name. Oh my goodness. Speaking of which, somebody did a parody to their situation, mocking it. I didn't think it was funny. Kiana sends $2 and says, yes, Mike Tyson broke her nose once that we know. Who are we talking about? Robin Givens? I did not know that. I didn't know Mike Tyson was really. Okay. All right. And Jennifer says, check your email, por favor. All right. I will check my email. And Arlene sends $5 and says, I read that he gained many new followers recently. Yeah, but you know what? Gaining followers doesn't mean that people are supporters. You got people that are just coming by to look. Okay. And then so Tay sends $5 and says, I think it's actually her sister and she's covering. Who knows? Who knows? That's disingenuous, though. That's disingenuous. Okay. Okay. So I got an email. Oh, somebody sent me the arches. I got the arches, and somebody sent me an email that says he's still at it in his app. Still at it in what way? Okay, so somebody sent me a picture with Derrick Jaxn sitting out with the arches. Let's see if we could get the picture. Let me put that in front of my face. Okay. And there's arches back there. Listen, I know, but what I'm saying is the lady needs to show us the arches. The lady needs to show us the arches. All right. And then some of you are sending me other emails that are not time sensitive. So let me take a look and see. Shade Room posted the arches. I showed the pictures from the Shade Room. I showed those. All right. And then I got a message from someone who wants to thank me. So let me, I'll come back to that after I'm off the air. But let me go. So yeah, I posted the pictures from the Shade Room. And then there's text messages. Let me see if I could post the text messages here so that you all can see them. Give me 1 second. Instagram.com. And then, where can I find the text messages real quick while I'm on air? All right, let me just go to the Shade Room because they have the messages. I'll show it to you. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. The Shade Room. Here we go. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this up for you all. All right. They post so many things a day. People are all starting to look so much alike. I can't tell if that's Black China or Lori Harvey or whoever. Like this face right here, like who is that? What's her name? People just look so similar. Everybody got like the same damn face. And now everybody's trying to have the same damn body. I'm missing the Derrick Jaxn thing. Oh Lord, there's the wife in her camo. So let's scroll back up because it has to be somewhere above there. Here it is. All right, let's scroll past. There's the arches right there. Let me make it larger for you all so that you can see on the Shade Room, and then they circled it so that everyone can see that these are, these are the alleged arches. You see? This looks, I'm sorry. This looks different. Hold on. Let me make sure that this thing is not, let me turn off the volume from this. Okay. So, okay, I see. Okay. It does look different though, but it could be the same. So look, this is what we're seeing in one set of arches right there, right? And then when we go over to the other picture, there, it just took us to the next photo. Let me go back because I was trying to zoom in. So you see the arches. So this one looks like a window, but then I also see the arches again over here to the right, and they have hedges, but then there's also some houses over here. So let's see. So here we go. Interesting. This may be a different street or whatever, but let's go to the text messages. All right. And this says March 10th, 2:33 p.m. Did you block me? Question mark. Babe, I understand things are crazy right now. I get it. Oh, this is exhausting, honestly. Let's make this bigger. All right. Babe, I understand things are crazy right now. I get it. If you allow me to explain the situation to you, I will. Please give me the chance to explain this mess. I declined an interview with a blogger a few months back and made a video criticizing her work. She is on a smear campaign to assassinate my character. I've nothing to hide from you. I've been honest with you from day one. Can I come by to talk to you? Derrick, you lied about everything. When you called last night, you said if any blogger contact me, say I didn't know you and block them. I asked what it was about. You said, okay, let's see. Block them and asked, okay, hold on. Derrick, you lied about everything. When you called last night, you said if any blogger contact me, say I don't know you and block them. I asked what this was about, and you said over an interview, nothing more. Well, 2 women claimed they had an affair with you. I didn't know nothing about this until you called now. You're doing videos with you wife, the chick you said you didn't want to marry and haven't seen her in months, etc. Get the F out of here with that BS, man. Every video you record is in front of my house. You can see my house in the background. Don't contact me ever. Please allow me to explain, Neek. No, thank you. Unblock my number. I'm on my way to your office now. If this is what you want, let's do it. I'm not leaving until you talk to me. And it says this is, it doesn't have the time. This other, come on. Let's look at this, right? Text message, it says it's Derrick Jaxn. So she knew his name because his name is saved as Derrick Jaxn in her phone. Text message, Wednesday, March 10th, 2:33 p.m. Today, 12:02 p.m. Okay. All right. It says 12:21. Okay. All right. I don't know. What are your thoughts? I don't know. DMAB says, hold on. It went by too fast. The comments are going too fast. That's why I do the Cash App, because I saw somebody that said DMAP that says, who saves their boyfriend's stage name? That is an interesting question. That's an interesting question, right? All right. Stephanie sends $1 and says, please watch vid by Chrissy about wife's self-hatred. We actually went through the wife's entire Instagram page. We went through her entire Instagram page, and we were the ones that saw that she said that she hated her daughter's dark skin. And so, you know, a lot of the people who watch the same vloggers will send us stories because they want other people to cover it. But in the video, Derrick Jaxn's wife is not okay. And we go through her Instagram. It's about 3 videos back. I know we do a lot of videos, but take the time. You know, like when you're getting dressed in the morning, you can play it. When you're driving, you can play it, because some of the videos are long. I know that. Moore sends $2 and says he doesn't have to hit the wife. She's already spooked. I mean, allegedly, when we don't know if she's spooked because she got on the helmet of salvation. You see a bonnet, she sees the helmet of salvation. Desi says, do you have any advice for abusive behavior in your book? My book is about self-love. There is a book called Why Does He Do That by Barcroft Lundy. And that book will help you gain an understanding for why abusive men behave the way that they do. In my book is actually a workbook. My book is a workbook that you use and you rewrite the affirmations and you rewrite your subconscious programming. So I am a certified clinical hypnotherapist. And in this book, I have listed out perfect affirmations for you to write, rewrite, say to yourself, and just shift your subconscious programming into self-love. So you do this book, you begin to love yourself more, you begin to make more money, things begin to shift and change in your life. So this is the book. You can get it on my website, tanyatko.com, and go to the shop area and get it that way. And you get an autographed copy when you get it off my website. All right, let's see. We have a few more cash apps. Ray sends $13 and says, quite simply, peace and blessings, love, 3 roses, a heart, and a kiss. Okay. Thank you, Ray. He sends $13. Thank you. Thank you. And Nia sends $5 and says, girl, this is so much to process. Absolutely. It is a lot. I don't know what's going on in these streets. It is a lot. It is a lot. All right. So listen, on that note, I am going to get out of here. This was an interesting video. I heard it the first time. I'm going to tell you this. The first time I heard it, I believed everything. I was like, oh my goodness. And then I had to catch myself. The second time I heard it, I had questions. You know, so I implore you, if you need to, listen to it again. Listen to it again. All right. Somebody said, I think he's a cheater. It went by too fast. I'm sorry. All right. So listen, go ahead. Thumbs up the video. Make sure that you follow. We are going to come back with a reaction to Sideman All Day, who is a British blogger and vlogger. And we are going to watch his video on the patriarchy in the next video. So make sure that you stay tuned for that. Make sure that your notifications are turned on so that you know when we go live again. I'll see you in the next video. Tanya TKO. Oh, there's a cash app coming through before we jump off. So let me grab that before we jump off the microphone. You know what? Antoine sends $14 and says, Ray, you better leave my Tanya alone, with a laughing, crying emoji. So he went up $1. You all are so funny. How funny. And TLB sends $1 and says, GL Lambert is giving him a platform now, shaking my head. Who's GL Lambert? Who is GL Lambert? Let's take a look and see who GL Lambert is. GL Lambert. Let's see. So let's take a look at this so that we can see who GL Lambert is, because I'm confused. Okay, so it says GL Lambert, narcissists be like, you have the audacity to be mad at me for hurting you when it was the pain I caused you that made you a better person. You should be thanking me. GL Lambert books. So what do you mean he's giving him a platform? Let me search for his name and Derrick Jaxn. Ugh, it deleted the Lambert part. Lambert, and let me just do Jaxn. Keep it simple. Good Girl Gone Bad by Derrick Jaxn. We got to do better. Don't forget your crown. GL Lambert. I don't see that. I don't see that he's giving him a platform. Help me understand. Help me understand. Help me understand. Okay. So I don't know what you mean by he's giving him a platform, because when I Googled, I didn't see anything. Okay, she says he's a self-help author. Okay, but what platform is he giving him? Is he publishing a new book? From Derek Sassy Classy sends $20 and says, "Love your platform." Thank you. Thank you. And there's a few more Cash Apps I'm going to read before we jump out of here. Tataishia says, and she still had sex with him on the 18th, allegedly. Let's wait to see the picture of his broad back in her house. There's nobody that's seen any of these receipts. Let me ask the question here. Who here has seen the receipts themselves or inside of the Patreon? If you have seen the receipts yourself, put up a 3. If you are speaking and you have not seen the receipts but just heard the audio, put up the 4. If you don't know what we're talking about, put up a 5. So if you've seen the receipts yourself, let me see. And Roland is saying, sent $5 and said, this is a cash cow for Derrick Jaxn. And he puts a crying emoji. You think so? You think he's making money off of this? His reputation being tarnished? All right. So Johnny says that they have seen the receipts. Okay, Virgo says that she's seen the receipts. And Lashir says she's seen the receipts herself. Miss Goldie, Queen. Okay, did you see the image of his back in her house? Did you see the image of him with no shirt on, naked in her house? Did you? Did you see the images of him on the security camera? Did you hear the audios or see videos of how she said the man was in the parking lot beating his meat outside her job and sending her videos and stuff like that? That he would wait in the parking lot for 2 hours while she was in surgery and he'd be out there beating his meat. And in the video, they said that they feel that he's a sex addict. So did you see all of that? I want to see. Queen May says that was his body. Catherine is saying, where are the receipts? Yisel says he's getting richer every day. Unwind with Tasha is supposed to back the claim with audio, video. Yeah, so listen, I'm trying to look for yeah, so Catherine says, I call BS on those 3s. Listen, I don't know if there's some sort of agreement that they made not to send them outside of the thing, but if they're receipts, you know. So TLB says he's wrote a blog on his page about his situation. And so he is helping Derrick with this blog. And Ray has come back and sent $13 and says, at this point, just because 3 roses, 3 hearts. Okay, thank you, Ray. Oh my goodness. And Roland sends $2 and says, it wasn't intentional, but trending is money. Not necessarily, it depends. I mean, I guess, it depends though, it depends. It depends. It can be money, but not necessarily. Trending doesn't necessarily equal money. It depends on what you're trending for. You know what I mean? It depends on what you're trending for. All right, so listen. Oh, there's another one coming in. As soon as I get ready to get off, here they come again. And Hope sends $10 and said it's for miscellaneous. Thank you, Hope. As soon as I get ready to get off, here comes another. Wait. Ravana says he also allegedly slept with B. Simone. Now we going there. This is something else. This is something else. How interesting. So yeah, so I saw Chrissy's video and we commented on that whole dark skin thing. And so but I have a different take. I actually think she wants dark skin. I don't think she dislikes her daughter for having dark skin. I think she actually wishes her skin were darker because she called it dark, supple, perfection, you know? Ivy sends $5 and says, that's right, Ray, fight for your woman. You know something? You all are so funny. I will see you all in the next video. Now at this point, we've been on for 1 hour, 45 minutes. I need to just lay down and chill for a moment. So just wait for the notification for when I'm coming back out because we're going to be doing this video today. All right, I'll see you all in the next video. Tanya TKO and I'm out. Go out there and love one another. But most importantly, what? Love yourself. And part of loving yourself is what? Part of loving yourself is, what's the self-love lesson in this? Listen, if that doctor was really with Derrick and he was roughing her up and telling her, get her ASS back here now and cussing her out and all of this, love yourself enough to see the early warning signs of potential problem and nip it in the bud. Do not accept small amounts of disrespect because just like somebody said, death by 1,000 cuts, they add up. They add up. So start with that. Start with demanding respect. And I'll see you all in the next video. Tanya TKO and I'm out. And you can still send the cash apps even when I'm not on. I will get them. They just won't be read on air, but I will send you back a heart or something to let you know that I got it. All right. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.